Hello everyone, Daniel here, and I'm back with another video, and it's time for another Money in the Bank predictions. Yes, Money in the Bank is back in 2025 edition. This time, obviously, this year we got two big Money in the Bank matches, and of course, two big matches to go with it. Altogether, 4 matches in total to make predictions for. If you've seen my predictions videos before, I have 2 lots of predictions. Who I think is going to win, which is basically who I think WWE have booked to win, and who I want to win, which is my own personal opinion. So without further ado, let's cash in these Money in the Bank predictions. And the first match is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Deja vu. Because, it was Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria and at the last pay-per-view. Why we having it again when it was Lyra who beat Becky the first time around? We've seen it all before. Lyra and Becky became women's tag team champions. Becky betrayed Lyra. Lyra beat Becky, retaining the championship. It's just gonna happen again. There's no way we're gonna see Becky Lynch finally beating Lyra Valkyria. Doesn't make sense for someone like her to become new Women's Intercontinental Champion. If you're gonna do new Women's Intercontinental Champion, it needs to be up against an uprising superstar or a superstar that has done it before, the former, mid-card champion, or at least someone that deserves it better. But who do I think is going to win? Becky Lynch, unfortunately. Who do I want to win, though? Lyra Valkyria. So yeah, this one's going to be a good one. We know that Lyra can beat Becky, but is Becky Lynch gonna snap and cheat her way to victory? Maybe. There might be some kind of shenanigans. I hope that's not the case, but we shall see. And the next match is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, every single woman that has won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match has been successful. So there's been 100% success rate. And here are the 6 women that are in this year's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And I will tell you in the order of who I think isn't going to win, but the last 2 being the ones that I think have a better chance of winning. And up first we have Stephanie Valkyrie. We also have Julia, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, and Rhea Ripley. This is gonna be a very great match. I can't wait to. I feel like it's gonna be one of the matches of the night. I think it'll be the one that starts off at the night. I think there's always a Money in the Bank ladder match that starts off the night. Trust me, I know. When I went to see Money in the Bank in 2023, it was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match that started the night off. And so I think this will be the one that starts off the night tonight. So, who do I think is going to win? Rhea bloody Ripley. Who do I want to win? Now, I have 2 choices for this. I either want Roxanne Perez, or I want Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is won the Money in the Bank before, and I would love to see her win it again. Now, I've never actually seen a woman win a Money in the Bank briefcase twice. Not necessarily in the same twice in one row. Now, technically, Carmella won the Money in the Bank briefcase twice, but I'm not counting that because, James Ellsworth helped her win the first one. Then in the rematch, she won it properly. So Carmella only counts as once. So, apart from that, no woman has ever won a Money in the Bank briefcase twice. So I would actually, that is why I want Alexa Bliss to become the women's Money in the Bank winner here. However, I don't think it will happen due to the fact that she hasn't had that much story behind her at the moment. But there's more of a chance of Rhea Ripley winning Money in the Bank this year, uh, and possibly cashing in against Io Sky, winning back her Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Because I don't see her cashing in against Tiffany Stratton. She has no beef with Tiffany Stratton. So yeah. But if the Alexa was to win, she wouldn't care if it was Io Sky or Tiffany Stratton. The same with everyone else. I don't know. It could, there's so many different opportunities there. So yeah, that is this match. On to the next one. And the next match is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, I'm sorry. I love me some LA Knight, yeah, but he does not deserve to be in here. Every freaking time he's been in a Money in the Bank ladder match over the last 3 years, he has been unsuccessful at winning those Money in the Bank ladder matches. He was there in 2023, he was there in 2024, and now he's here in 2025. He just doesn't have the best of luck when it comes to Money in the Bank ladder matches. But you know who does? And he is also a former Money in the Bank winner himself. And let's see if he can become a two-time Money in the Bank winner, Seth freaking Rollins. Now, as for someone that has been at a Money in the Bank pay-per-view, in fact, in 2023, he teamed up with Roman Reigns to take on Jimmy and Jey Uso. Solo Sikoa is having a lot of troubles with his his bloodline members on his stable and on his side. I don't think he can win here. We have Penta and Andrade. Andrade, again, he's been in Money in the Bank ladder matches, but I don't think it's going to happen. However, there is an underdog in here, and his name is El Grande Americano. No, that is not Chad Gable. Chad Gable just so happens to have the same tattoo as him, but people forget that was just a, Mandela effect. In fact, yeah, Grande Americano never did have that tattoo on his back. It was always had a clear back. It's not because it's not Chad Gable. Chad Gable even said on Twitter that he lent him his shoes. That's why they are a little bit ruined, because they just so happen to have the same shoe size. I have the same shoe size as my brother. We have the same, so it can happen. But he's the underdog here, and my God, I would love, and that's who I'm going to stay here. I want a Grande Americano to win the Money in the Bank, and it would be so funny. But to have all the people saying that this is Chad Gable, I want Chad Gable to come out after El Grande Americano wins the Money in the Bank and celebrate in the ring with him. So saying, hey, told you it's not me, but I don't think that's going to happen. There are two people in mind here. I want, yes, Grande Americano, but there are two people who I think will win the Money in the Bank. First of all, I'm going to tell you the three that won't. Penta, Penta, Andrade, and LA Knight. But the person that will, now it's very hard because it's very interesting. There's one or two, Solo or Seth Rollins. The reason I say Solo or Seth Rollins is because Solo needs this. He needs the Money in the Bank briefcase. He needs to be up against John Cena. He has beaten John Cena before. Yeah, I know, exactly. So the fact that John Cena has lost to Solo Sikoa after being beaten down so much, He can do it. Seth Rollins has also cashed in against Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. But speaking of Roman Reigns, he is the third person that was at WrestleMania. He could come down and ruin Seth Rollins' night, or CM Punk could ruin Seth Rollins' night by pushing him off the ladder, costing him that briefcase. Don't do a Drew McIntyre. Don't have CM Punk cost another person the World Heavyweight Championship at the end of the night. That won't make sense. That would be stupid. I don't want another waste of another Money in the Bank briefcase. Last year, Drew McIntyre won. He cashed in at the end of the night. CM Punk cost him it, and it was a fail. Don't make it be a fail. It needs to be a successful cash in for the men. I haven't seen a successful cash in for one of the guys in a long time. The last person that did that was Damian Priest. So, we need a successful cash in from this Money in the Bank winner. Seth Rollins, Solo Sikoa, who's who I think. El Grande Americano is who I want. Now, speaking of former Money in the Bank winners, we have John Cena in this match. The last time is now. This is the last time John Cena will be performing inside a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I'm not going to call it a premium live event. That's just silly. So, yes, I never would have thought I would say the following words. John Cena, the unseen 17, best in the world, the greatest of all time, the WWE undisputed champion, John Cena, is teaming up with with Logan Paul. I made my own predictions with my friends that I thought at WrestleMania it was going to be John Cena versus Logan Paul. No! We are getting Logan Paul and John Cena taking on the former WWE Tag Team Champions Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Of course, Jey Uso is the World Heavyweight Champion and Cody Rhodes is a former WWE Champion. So, I don't get it. This is a weird thing to choose. This is going to be topsy-turvy land. This is the alternate universe. There was two universes that split at that moment in an Elimination Chamber. I can tell you that much. So we got the heel John Cena and Logan. So I feel like this is a good, smart move in WWE because it will stop people from chanting, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." Probably not. Probably will get a lot of booze. But because he's teaming up with Logan Paul, it's kind of a good thing. We saw Jey Uso beat the shit out of Logan Paul in the Saturday night's main event. Cody Rhodes returned out Saturday night's main event. Now, if this kind of spoils the fact that neither John Cena and Jey Uso is going to be cashed in against at Money in the Bank. And that's why I am fearing that it will be a fail, or whoever it is won't get a chance to. Because in 2 weeks, on Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso defends his title against Gunther. Why the bloody hell is that match happening? That just ruins the fact that, yes, we know that Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso are going to beat John Cena and Logan Paul. Why? Because it would be very pointless for John Cena and Logan Paul to win against these two, especially with the momentum of Jey Uso is skyrocketing as of late. And the fact that he made Gunther tap out, and there's no way that we can have Gunther as another heel as a champion again on two shows. So yes, Jey Uso, not only is he going to beat Gunther in 2 weeks on Monday Night Raw, but Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes are going to win here on Money in the Bank against John Cena and Logan Paul. So, who do I think is going to win? Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Who do I want to win? Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Oh, yeah. Yeet. And well, that's it for my predictions for Money in the Bank in 2025. So let me know in the comment section, who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? If I swear to God, if I find out that I've watched SmackDown and there's another match, I'm going to be a bit pissed. But I doubt it. There's probably these big four matches at Money in the Bank. I can't wait to see it. I will do a review of it Monday after I've watched it on No, I will do it on Monday after I've watched it on or Tuesday. One of those days. We shall see you guys later. Until then, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this one, then feel free to watch the previous one. And if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the playlist that's on the screen now. Also, feel free to like, share, and subscribe.